G'day guys and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my tips for round 8. Round 8 already. Guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Subscribe away, like the video, all that amazing stuff to stay up to date with all the tips, all the crazy highlights I've got going on the channel as well. Let's have a bit of a look at last week, and I got 6. I haven't got less than 6 since round 1, so I've been tipping surprisingly okay. Touch wood that stays that way, but Zombie Slay on top still for the second week running at least, as far as I'm aware. So nicely done. But yeah, it's all pretty tight near the top. I'm surprised I'm second. I think I was 6th last week, so yeah, I don't know what's changed really, but there you go. I'll take that. Let's get stuck into round 8. Richmond and Geelong, Friday night. This game's going to be huge. So huge, I think Richmond will win. On a margin sense, I'll go Richmond by 27 points. Going to be a massive game. I think the Tigers at the MCG are pretty hard to beat. They've got Dusty coming back in, which will be, huge. Geelong don't lose 2 in a row very often, but last time we defeated them was 2019, round 1. As you can see, right, not round 1, just early 2019. Just before the bye, just before it all went downhill. So that's unbelievable. We kicked them to 5 goals, but yeah, we haven't got. I don't think we've gotten over 70 points the last 3 times we played. So yeah, keep an eye on that. GWS have Essendon at Giants Stadium. Essendon are a bit inconsistent and obviously developing. Giants have turned their season upside down in a good way. At home, I think they'll get the job done and looking a lot more of a force to reckon with. Metricon Stadium have Gold Coast and St Kilda. I haven't been brave enough to tip Gold Coast lately, and obviously it's going to be a huge game. I trust the Saints a little bit more, but not a lot more. Yeah, when I tip against the Suns, they win, and when I don't tip them, well, the reverse happens. This one's huge. North and Collingwood. This one's at Marvel, Saturday Arvo game. I'm tipping North. I don't like what the Pies are doing, and they could be saying they're in a rebuild, and they've lost the last few games, and they don't look like any responses coming from them. And I like what North have shown in terms of their endeavour and effort, and they've tried to make life really hard for Melbourne and Geelong, and a couple of these teams, and they're not going to win many games this year. And if they're going to win one, it's going to be this one. So I think North. Melbourne have the Sydney Swans. This one's at the MCG, also because it's at Marvel. I'll tip North. MCG, we've got Melbourne and Sydney. Sydney are a hard team to tip because when I don't tip them, they win, and when I tip them, they lose. I'm going Melbourne because it's in Melbourne, and I think they're a slightly better side than Sydney. So Port Adelaide have Adelaide. I think Port Adelaide, the established showdown specialists at the moment. I think they've lost to Adelaide since probably 2018 or something like that. Let's have a look. Adelaide. 2018. 2019. Yeah, they haven't won since mid-2019. So they've got a good run at the moment. Hawthorn have West Coast at the MCG. The Eagles have been hit hard with flat track bullies, and Hawthorn definitely got a hiding. I think the Eagles, but just. Going to be a tricky game. Western Bulldogs and Carlton. I think Carlton won the last 2 or 3. Let's have a look. Carlton. Oh, well, that goes 2 of the last 3 at least. 2 of the last 3. There you go. The Dogs are a bit more established, though, so they're obviously playing much better footy than they would have been in those years. And Carlton are on the up, but I think, the Dogs to respond. Fremantle have Brisbane. This one's at Optus Stadium. Talks about it going into the Gabba, I think, regardless of where it's at. I think Brisbane will get the job done. Close game there last year, but Brisbane are back on track for their season. So those are my tips for round 8, and I'll probably pick Pickles there as well. So Richmond by 27, GWS, St Kilda, North Melbourne, Melbourne, Port Adelaide, West Coast, and the Western Bulldogs, along with Brisbane. So I'll submit those, guys. Any changes, I'll let you know, but I pretty rarely ever change tips. So, yeah, hopefully we get 9 this week. See how we go. Thanks for listening in, guys. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe away. Check out the podcast as well, AFL Unlimited. I've got a link in the description below. And, yeah, keep clicking back for more content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.